Everyone walked into court thinking they controlled the story. 30 seconds later, one fact flipped everything, and the silence said it all.
Support Court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1084, Daniel's case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. All right, Mr. Clough,
Yes,
you're back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found Mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here.
Right.
You know?
Well, before we really get started, are the kids in the car with the dog again today?
Kids aren't in the car, Your Honor. The dog got hit, so he's in a doggy wheelchair.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that about the dog, but the kids are fine.
They are. They're with the neighbor.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So, what's been going on? I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So, it looks like you were here.
All right, guys, buckle up because this case starts calm, but it's about to spiral fast. We've got 5 kids, a father who stepped up, and a mother who disappeared, then returned with confidence but very little accountability. Judge Vonda B immediately sets the tone. This courtroom isn't about drama or side commentary. It's about facts, timelines, and responsibility. And as this hearing unfolds, you can already feel that one side came prepared with receipts, while the other came with explanations. The real tension here isn't loud, it's legal.
Pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on child support, but we want to, oh my gosh.
You see? God don't like ugly.
Oh.
You know what? You talking about you?
God don't like ugly.
You know, this happens every now and then when the weather is bad outside.
No,
Things happen in court.
And
well,
that
no,
evil
the weather
spirit
is bad
that she got.
outside.
You know what? Talk to the
Okay.
judge. Don't direct none over him.
Okay, what she just said is right, all right? But I'm not agreeing with you in the sense that, you know what I mean? Let me tell him to be quiet and talk to me only.
I got
All
you,
right,
Judge.
Mr. Clough, continue. So, as I was saying,
At this moment, the balance of the case quietly shifts. 7 to 8 months go by with no child support paid and no visitation. That timeline matters. In family court, consistency carries more weight than emotion. The father isn't begging or exaggerating, he's documenting absence. Judge Vonda B locks in on patterns, because patterns show intent. When a parent repeatedly chooses distance, the court doesn't argue feelings, it starts calculating responsibility.
That's incorrect.
she got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She knows.
Oh,
Why are you telling my business?
People need to know.
People don't need to know nothing. That's for the gram.
Anyway, Your Honor.
I mean, I wanted to know, but you know, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. I'm not going to be petty. So, you are seeking to put mom on child support.
I am.
All right. And health insurance. Who's covering? Well, I would assume she's not. Are you covering health insurance? Are they on Medicaid? What's going on?
Well, I wasn't at first, but I got a promotion at work.
All right. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
All right.
And maybe a manager at the McDonald's, so I'm making a little bit more, and I was able to put 2 of the kids on insurance, but not all of them.
Okay.
Just can't cover that many. So.
All right. So the other ones, what are they doing?
Well, my other job kind of covers that as well.
Okay. All right. So at least all of the children are insured.
They are.
All right. How much is that insurance total for the kids only?
On McDonald's or the other job?
No, just in total.
It's about $350.
$350. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I think that's about it, Your Honor. Just ready to hold her accountable.
Okay.
Boy.
Okay, Miss Daniels.
Yes, Judge. Sorry.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Judge, I'm sorry.
Are you here to be pretty, or are you here to tell me your side of the story as to why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both, Judge. But I'm
not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand it, right?
I do, Judge.
All right.
But
so
I should be
let's
pretty
stay,
for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less how you look.
Okay, Judge. Let's get to the facts.
Please do.
The fact
and quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children for 10 years before I put them on your doorstep. He was barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well.
This is a legal turning point many people underestimate. She filed first, but failed to show up. That single decision stripped her of leverage before today even started. Family court is procedural. If you don't appear, your narrative weakens instantly. Apologies can sound sincere, but they don't reverse missed hearings. From this point forward, she isn't presenting her story anymore. She's trying to recover credibility she already lost.
Understand that I got at least, 6 figures in the bank.
Oh, okay.
Had 6 figures in the bank.
You said what now?
Mr. Clough, again,
federalists don't
I'm
take it. I
not,
put it
excuse me,
overseas.
Miss Daniels, when I speak, both of you be quiet. Mr. Clough, there will be no more outbursts, okay? I understand you both are frustrated, emotions are high, but let me get through this hearing, okay? Because if I can't get through it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset it. And I know neither one of you want to pay for court parking again, right?
I don't.
You don't want to take off your work, right?
Only one of us will be here.
Okay, but you want some sort of relief, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in order for me to do that, I have to hear the facts. Now, Ms. Daniels, again,
Yes.
continue.
So, like I said,
No, let me direct you really quick. You're getting ready to talk about these 6 figures you have in the bank.
I do.
All right, how much money we talking?
We talking about, 300-400. You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit. Sorry,
You said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You
Handle.
need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
Well, it kind of just depends on.
Here's where vague income talk becomes dangerous. It depends doesn't protect children, and the law doesn't entertain uncertainty when support is on the line. So Judge Vonda B does exactly what the statute allows. She uses the high end of the estimate. That's not punishment, it's prevention. When income is unclear, the benefit goes to the kids, not the parent avoiding clarity. Every deflection here quietly raises the final obligation.
Oh my gosh, Judge.
And is this from an employer or are you self-employed?
I
What
am
do we do?
self-employed.
All right.
I do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing. You said the world?
The world.
Well, that doesn't include these 5 children because you don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me.
Yes, Judge.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support.
They're getting
You
hot
said
up in
they
here.
were with you. Excuse me?
It's hot. I'm
What
sorry.
are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly, make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was
Daddy.
it?
Told
How
you.
much was it?
I mean, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35, $40.
$1,000?
Yeah, he did.
Oh
though.
yeah,
I
let me hurry up and get you out of here with these numbers.
but I didn't pay
You are
that.
about to pay child support. You have 5 children total, or do you have other children outside of these 5 that are under the age of 18?
No, I don't.
Okay,
They're grown.
so just the 5 children, right?
Just
All right, so
5 children,
5
yeah.
children, that is going to be at the 40%. And you said health insurance was about $350, right?
Yes, Honor.
This is the collision point between lifestyle choices and legal responsibility. Expensive personal decisions are remembered clearly, yet child support suddenly becomes complicated. The math doesn't care about image, excuses, or influence. 5 children trigger a 40% calculation. That's straight law. Judge Vonda B isn't emotional here. She's exact. Once the calculator comes out, storytelling ends and accountability begins.
But
I think you should do that.
well,
No.
if I have to accept her testimony is true, but I don't really think that it's going to help her too much because her child support is still going to be pretty hefty. So I have your gross at $8,333.33. That brings your net to $6,512.07. So $6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor? Or?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by the month? How are you paid?
Judge, it just depends. I would
She
say,
just
though,
answered my
it-
question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
How
great
she's
monthly.
paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I could give you that.
Plus
You need it.
$350 reimbursement for the children, so that brings your monthly rate to $2,954.
I got it. Can the kids stay with him though?
That's
I got
right.
The
something to
kids
do.
will continue to live with him because that's
That's good.
who they live with, and obviously
They can stay.
you care more about a BBL than them.
That's
Right.
not true.
And we don't know when she's gonna run off again with the next guy.
No, next guy. I'm good.
It'll be a caprice this time.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything
gravy.
further? All right. Is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
The kids are going to stay with him, and you guys are going to work that out at
we
a
don't get
different.
along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
Right. And I'm at work.
Are you going to get them to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get them to school.
She don't have a car.
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the rose outside.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
What makes this case hit hard isn't just the amount ordered, it's the contrast in priorities. One parent adjusted their entire life around the children. The other adjusted their narrative around the moment. Judge Vonda B's ruling sends a clear message. Responsibility shows up in actions and numbers, not words. Now tell me, who do you think handled this courtroom battle better? And if this case shocked you like it did us, drop your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.
Miss Miller, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. Miller, you brought this case before the court. What is going on?
This is my
Future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Future
Okay.
daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off. She didn't leave any clothes. She didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Tracy,
He just
what
has
is-
bad
what's your
taste in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No.
And
Well,
that would be Tracy.
What-
That would be her.
Okay. Mrs. Miller, we're going to be nice
Yes.
and respectful.
I apologize,
It's not
Your Honor.
kissing up if
I
she is
apologize.
watching court on Zoom. That's why we live
Yeah,
stream, so
yeah.
you can watch it. And a lot of people watch it to get prepared. I see you have your notes there.
Yes,
I see that she has notes there. That's okay.
Yeah, it is okay, but I would watch it if I wasn't watching kids and kid shows, but that's because I got kids. But
Your
I
Honor, I
understand.
don't know why she's so
understand.
mean to me.
Oh,
Like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay,
Here go
hold
the
on,
tears.
hold on. Miss Smith, I'll get over to you in just a moment. I'll get over to you in just a moment. Okay, now, Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
you said she dropped the kids off and go do.
All right, guys, buckle up because this case looks simple on the surface, but it gets messy fast. A grandmother walks into child support court claiming she's been left holding the responsibility for 2 small kids. The mother says this was a temporary family agreement while her fiancé was deployed. What starts as concern quickly turns into accusation, resentment, and buried family tension. This isn't just about money. It's about control, trust, and who gets to rewrite the story.
Hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait
to
a
the
minute.
children.
She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. Well, but-
Okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
Not my grandchildren, she was.
That's my point. She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point. Point
Okay.
taken. Point
Now,
taken.
isn't it fair to
It's probably
say
my son's idea.
part of your son's idea to do what?
Drop the children off to me. She probably didn't think about it.
Okay, is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I'm just saying she probably didn't contribute to that. It was probably his decision. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
She
following
probably
what's
would have
the
just
issue.
left him with anybody.
This is the first major legal turning point. The judge isn't deciding who feels wronged. She's separating assumptions from facts. Mrs. Miller admits her information comes mostly from her son, not direct communication. That matters because family court runs on evidence and intent, not secondhand narratives. The judge reframes dropping kids off as reliance, not abandonment, and that quietly weakens the entire child support angle.
That's
true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So they're
That's a
with
good
me.
thing, right?
If it'll keep you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
You told me it was going to be temporary.
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped them off.
Okay, so I see kind of what's going on here. Sounds like a lot of miscommunication. You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie.
Here's where emotion collides with procedure. Accusations are flying, but legally, calling someone a liar isn't an objection. The judge keeps control by reminding both sides. Preparation isn't disrespect. Watching court, taking notes, learning the process, that's access, not attitude. By letting Tracy continue, the judge signals the real rule in this courtroom: clarity over chaos and substance over volume.
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Okay, how long have Ms. Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly make notes.
I apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize. I apologize.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably going to flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court. So
he doesn't know that.
no, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here.
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object, question. Which one can I do the question? What she said. What's an influencer? What is?
So what is your legal? What is
there?
your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying.
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
falsifying information. Falsifying information. What's
Okay.
an influencer? What's that she says she does?
okay.
That's false.
All right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right. Continue.
So I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago. And he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media. And so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days and I'm back 2 or 3 and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her. And I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer.
And get a real
keep
job.
My kids.
And excuse me. Influencing. When you say influencing, you're talking about social media, content creator, that kind of stuff?
Yes, and my specific niche is travel videos. And you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like we have a
Now the mother's full explanation shifts the narrative. She admits the kids stayed with grandma, but claims it was never permanent, just tied to deployment and travel work. Legally, that's important because child support needs an actual obligation, not voluntary family help. Her income being unstable doesn't automatically equal neglect. The judge starts treating this like miscommunication and family tension, not a clean-cut support violation.
A word in. Now, in this email,
See, she interrupted
I mean,
you.
it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to have
That's what
them.
the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller, I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time, because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's the
very
mother.
clear. Hold on. It is very clear that this arrangement was for you to help not only her, but to help your son as well. And then if it's true what she also said, that she hasn't been able to communicate with her husband, he doesn't even know that you did this. I'm sorry, your son, her fiance, he doesn't even know that you did this. You think he's gonna be impressed to know that his mother did that to his fiance?
He'll understand.
No, that's not funny. This is not a joking matter. This is serious. Things like this is what makes it hard for families. Child support is hard enough on anybody, but to file it simply because you don't like the other person, that's just mean.
Well, also she has money. She's not paying. She doesn't give anything. She running around
What
talking
was
about
the agreement
doing
with
the
that?
job.
What is the, wait 1 second. Miss Smith, what was the agreement, if any, for financial support of these children while your husband was on deployment and you were traveling for work?
My fiance continues to pay some of the bills, like her phone bill, and I think he pays the internet and gives her money when he's there. But
Always done that.
I also drop off groceries for the days when she does watch them. But I want to let the court know if she wants to completely destroy her relationship with her son. And
This is the collapse moment, and the email becomes the key evidence. It shows the grandmother agreed to help temporarily, with no clear payment terms attached. That single document undercuts the child support request. The judge doesn't just pick a side, she protects the court for being used as leverage. Filing support out of bitterness isn't what this system is for, and the judge calls that out hard.
With my children,
What happens with me and my
with
son?
my children, I will pick them up and they will not be going back to her house. And this is why I
Threat.
can't.
Well, I
That
don't
was a
want you
threat.
to do that.
Object to a threat.
Well,
Can I object to a threat?
Well, she didn't actually threaten you with
She said
anything.
she gonna take the kids and not let me see them
And that's
anymore.
not a legal objection.
Oh, well,
and
it's a
I
threat.
mean, I would never recommend anybody to stop children from seeing the other parts of their family.
Right.
However,
Amen. Right.
you're going to have to play fair. You're going to have to play fair. If there was, according to this email, there's nothing in here that said any exchange of financial anything for the children from her to you.
And that's why I filed for child support.
Why
Right,
won't
but
you just
the-
give me a chance? Like, I'm a good person.
Yo, that is
Your
a good
son
question.
loves me.
Miss Smith, let me ask the question, but I'm gonna piggyback off what she said. Why? Just give her a chance. It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So y'all should be working together as a family at this point.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Especially
Judge.
with him not being here. This is a really good opportunity for you, the two of you, to get to know each other.
But she's never here. She's traveling with that little new job.
Call her and you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court. This is not the court. This is not the place to be doing these types of things. All right? I'm going to deny your request and I'm going to dismiss this case because you do not have a reason to ask for child support. It's very clear from this email that you knew what the situation was and you agreed to help them. And you're getting financial support from it. It's just not what you're looking for, but that was the agreement to continue paying the bills and everything like that.
I won't be dropping them off on Monday. So.
You ain't gonna have that already there. You probably not coming.
No, hold on. Yes, you are. Because y'all are gonna do what? Y'all gonna go have a conversation.
Did you hear her? We're gonna have a conversation.
Yes, y'all are gonna have a conversation.
You're gonna have to play
and y'all are
nice,
gonna
not
work
just in
this
front
out.
of the judge.
And you are too. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor. Can we like order counseling? Is that an option?
Girl, please.
Well, I can't necessarily order counseling because
Because I can't talk to her. Look how she reacts.
Here's the deal. Here's the
please.
deal. I cannot order that. That is not what we do in child support court, but I would highly recommend and encourage it. And it can be done. And I have faith in the both of you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Final decision is clear. The judge dismisses the case, not because the kids don't matter, but because the law does. This was miscommunication turned into litigation, and the court shut it down. No support order, no legal punishment, just a strong message. Court is not a weapon for personal grudges. Now you tell me, who was really being unfair here? And if this shocked you like it did us, like the video, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe for more real courtroom drama.
All rise. Support court with Judge Vonda B is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1079, Thomas case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Thomas, you
Yes.
brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Unfortunately, I'm so sorry to waste your time, my time. I just want child support for my baby.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you're not really wasting my time. I have to be here.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and this is what we do. That's what court is for. You want child support? How old is your baby?
my baby is 2 years old.
Okay. In 2 years, has dad
No,
provided
he
anything?
ain't did nothing. He ain't gave me a $2 bill,
Okay.
nothing. My son, all he wants is a relationship with his father. He don't even want dad. And I don't,
All right, guys, buckle up, because this case starts like a simple child support request, but quickly turns into something much deeper. You've got a 2-year-old child, a father who admits paternity, and a mother who's clearly carrying emotional wounds that haven't healed. On paper, this looks like standard family court business, but underneath it's driven by jealousy, betrayal, and unresolved heartbreak. The tension you're about to see isn't really about money. It's about pain that never got closure, and court is about to expose all of it.
So that's how we got started. And I thought things was good. My mentor, I thought me and her was close, and she was trying to get to my man, and that's what happened. So, and
how long did y'all date? Y'all have a dating relationship?
yeah, well, I thought we was dating. He said, nah, don't look at it like that. Let's just be cool. Let's be friends, but don't catch no feelings. But then you calling me 3 o'clock in the morning, and you showing up to my mama's house. And
How did I say that we have a 2-year-old?
what?
How did I say that we have a 2-year-old?
I don't know how you said anything. I'm sorry. I'm just so flustered because we could have handled this outside. We didn't have to come to court.
We could.
Well, that's kind of what court is
child
for.
support.
Right. Hold on, Ms. Thomas. That's what court is for y'all to hash these issues out if you couldn't work it out on your own. So you all had a dating relationship, or what you presume to be a dating relationship.
Yeah.
You met at the bar. I mean, did y'all have some bad shots or something because the relationship didn't work?
It was a nice long shot at the time.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to start doing better asking these questions. I'm going to have to start doing better. Yeah, no, I don't want to know what was going on in you all's relationship in terms of conception with the baby. Okay, I'm just doing like a little recap. It might have a little pettiness in there, but it's like a little recap, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So y'all met at the bar.
Yeah.
And
This is where emotion starts leaking into what should be a legal discussion. She says she only wants child support, but every explanation circles back to the mentor, the relationship, and the betrayal. Family court doesn't measure hurt feelings or jealousy. It measures responsibility, income, and what's best for the child. When emotional motivation drives a legal case, confusion and conflict usually follow. The real question here is whether she can separate heartbreak from the legal outcome, because the court won't do that for her.
Like, yeah.
okay, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
He the father and everything else. That's it.
Well, thank you for asking that, and please don't chew gum in here. Please do not chew gum in here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So before we move over to him, is there any question that he is the dad?
No.
You all had DNA testing done?
Yep.
And he's the father.
Conceived.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's not an issue. So let me move over to him and see what's going on, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well,
Sir, what's going on?
Actually, I'm a football coach / physical trainer.
Slash liar. /
Excuse you.
manipulator.
Excuse you. Excuse
When I
you.
have those.
Excuse you. You will not be disrespectful like that in here. We're not going to do any name calling. I definitely don't want you all to throw something at each other. Please do not do all of that.
No, she ain't gonna do that.
It's not necessary.
I ain't gonna do
She
what?
ain't that crazy.
Okay.
That's
well,
what you
here's the
want to
deal.
believe, though.
Well, here's the deal. You're not going to be crazy up in here, okay? The only person that can get crazy and say crazy stuff, which I'm not going to say anything that's just completely disrespectful, is me. I just need the facts.
Right.
So I can determine if child support needs to be paid and what the amount is going to be, all right? So, go ahead.
Like I was saying, I'm a football coach /
This moment is critical because the judge immediately shuts down disrespect and name-calling, not to protect emotions, but to protect the process itself. Court is not a place for personal attacks or relationship drama. It's a structured system designed to produce enforceable decisions. The judge makes it clear that facts, not frustration, will determine child support. Once a party loses control in court, credibility often goes with it, and that shift can change the entire outcome.
Ms. Thomas, that is it.
You see, there's no hostility on my side. Like I said, I have no problem
Well,
paying
it shouldn't be on your side.
Right.
You living the life. You dated her. You all had a baby.
Yeah.
Her mentor. You started dating her. You all have a baby on the way. You living the life.
Luxury.
We won't have any of those.
Huh?
That's about the 4th time, right?
Yeah, it really is getting annoying at this point. You know, I normally, I try not to dismiss people's cases, right? It's not a normal thing. I've had to do it a couple of times, but I try not to do that, all right? I understand your frustration. I understand you probably don't even want to be here. But here's the situation. We're here. You want him to pay child support. It doesn't sound like he has a problem doing that. So I just don't understand why you won't let this process happen. I can't say let go how you feel. I don't think that's fair. But, you know.
He just hurt. It just hurt.
Which part just hurt?
He didn't have to leave me.
You still like him.
I love him.
Here's the emotional turning point of the entire case. She admits she still loves him, and suddenly everything makes sense. What looked like resistance to child support was actually unresolved attachment and emotional hurt. But the judge redirects immediately, reminding her that love doesn't justify blocking parenting time. Once a court order exists, emotions no longer control access. The law does. This is where personal pain collides directly with legal reality.
Like Beyonce said.
Yes, but your feelings are hurt. So I just don't want it to be a situation after today you start, you know, getting to where you don't want the child to go with him, or you keep the baby away from him because you're mad at him.
It won't be like that as long as he takes
Your Honor,
care.
if I may intervene.
Yes, sir.
Every time I try to see my kid, it's the same thing. We made it this far to court. She's saying we could have settled it outside of court, but every time we try to settle
That's because
it,
you got everybody in my business.
the topic, I let you in everybody's business?
What?
I let you in?
You got
I put you in everybody's business?
You, that helpful, and the help of everybody in my business.
You see how it's
I ain't
changing?
slept with them. I slept with you.
You see how it's changing from
Here's the deal.
child?
Yeah, well, today you're going to be placed on child support, okay? And whenever you put someone on child support, it automatically gives rise to their rights, right? Their parental rights.
If she's not letting me see my child, why am I therefore
see
paying
your
child support?
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
That's the last time. Here's the reality of it. Once a court order is in place, it gives rise to your parental rights, which also includes visitation. If she chooses to violate the court order, then you'll have to come back to court on what's called an enforcement, right?
Okay.
And that's where you can ask the court to hold her in contempt for violating the court order.
All right.
So that's the benefit of having a court order, because there are certain rights and duties of you, there are certain rights and duties of her. One of your duties under the...
This is one of the most important legal explanations in the case. Child support doesn't remove parental rights, it establishes them. Once the order is in place, both parents gain enforceable rights and duties. If visitation is denied, enforcement becomes a legal remedy, not an argument. The court isn't choosing sides. It's creating structure where chaos existed before. This is exactly why court orders matter. They replace emotion-driven conflict with accountability.
I want to make sure I'm clear. You need to make sure the child is turned over to him.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And I want to make sure I'm clear about something else, because he's in this new relationship. She can drop your son off and pick your son up.
They ain't married.
It doesn't matter. As long as it's a competent adult, he can send anybody over there.
And Your Honor, I will begin a restraining order because the stalking me in bushes outside my house
Look,
while I'm taking my kids to school in the
So
morning.
you're admitting to it.
One-time thing?
No. What had happened was...
Shouldn't one time be enough?
Every time somebody started with what had happened was they getting ready to say something that's not true.
No. Well, yeah, because that's not true what he said.
She just agreed to it, right?
That's not what's true. No. What had happened was...
What had happened?
I was trying to drop our son off to him. The door was locked. And so we can get through the window. The window
You
is
can
like...
get through the window.
He normally get through the window.
Get through the window? So you trying to break in his house?
No. We do this all the time.
Who is we?
Me. None of this is true.
You know what? I'm going to stop you right there, because I don't need you to incriminate yourself, sound like you a burglar.
So it's more than one person?
Yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and place you on child support today. Outside of this child, do you have any other children?
No, ma'am.
You have a child on the way.
Papa
Yes.
wants
Okay.
to roll and stone.
So that is going to be 20% of your income, all right? Your gross, based on what the amount of money that you make, is $8,333. And then you have one child, so that is based on 20%. Let me see, 8,333. So we're just gonna round that up to $8,400, okay?
Okay.
So that would bring your net to $6,512.07, all right? And if we take that amount, I didn't say you were getting that amount.
That's number 6.
Based on that, child support would be $1,302 plus the reimbursement for the health insurance. It is $1,402.
Okay.
Okay? That's a month.
8.
Huh?
That's 8.
Well, we're done. So, is there any other questions that you have?
No further questions.
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
Good.
Why are you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
She just
All
wanted
right.
the money in the first place.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Yeah. I want my
In the end, the law does what emotions couldn't. Based on a 6-figure income, the father is ordered to pay over $1,400 a month, including medical reimbursement, and clear visitation rights are established. This ruling isn't about punishment. It's about stability for a 2-year-old child who deserves consistency from both parents. If this case shocked you like it did us, drop your thoughts below. Hit like and subscribe for more real courtroom drama that cuts straight to the truth.